Why do you want to be an actor? You know, that's a tough question. Sometimes people can tell you straight away. They can tell you right. Other times it can be a little complicated, right? What do you get out of acting? Well, today on Mastering the Craft, I'd like to ask that question. You've heard actors, some of the most famous actors over a period of time say things like, I was shy, and so I tried it. I was scared to death, so I tried it, and I found out that I loved it. Or you'll find that people, believe it or not, they did it because they were, I don't know, they were insecure and they wanted to just kind of find a way to have confidence and courage. Some people did it because they were dared into, auditioning for a play and they got bit by the bug, as they say. I think also people have said things like, well, I had to do it because it was a requirement. And a lot of times when you introduce theater and acting to kids in school, this is proven when I've taught them. They may go in there simply because it's a fun activity, but they have no intentions on being an actor. But once they finish the drama program, they know how to stand up straight. They have more confidence. They can ask more questions in class, so they get over that shyness. And that is the benefit of theater in schools. Just a little side note. Some people were bullied. A lot of people were abused as children, neglected as children. So they go into acting to sort of find validation and love and acceptance. That's why fame can be a drug to them, because it's people reaching for them the entire time. And while it's true, yes, I guess no one can prepare you for fame. I think you can, but it's important to know who you are. I mean, listen, it's the famous Oprah quote. You have to know who you are before you get into the industry or before you become famous, or else it will all define you once you get there. Some people will tell you that they just love being famous. Hence, you've got all this social media stuff going on where instead of fame being a byproduct, it's now the goal. It's I'm famous and then I'll try acting. It's I'm famous and then I'll try and sing. But most people just, again, I did a previous video about people using acting as the de facto, the default thing that you do to be relevant and to make money, to get that bag. So let's see, I've written a few notes here. I'm glancing. But a lot of people want to become famous. They want to make it to prove something to their detractors. Like maybe, like I said, you were bullied, you were abused. Maybe you were mistreated in the industry, right? Or maybe you just get turned down too many times. You know, a lot of times rejection is a key factor because I know that there are 26 official reasons. You're too short, you're too fat, you're too tall, you're too short. What is it? Too short, too tall, too skinny, too fat. I know I messed that up. You remind me of an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Sometimes it's nepotism. Sometimes it's just, and it doesn't matter whether it's a casting director, an agent, a director, anybody who has mistreated you in the industry. And a lot of times what actors will do, they will run and suddenly start directing things and try to tell stories and do their own thing. Why? Because it's I'll show them. They mistreated me. I'll show them. And it becomes a vengeful journey. It's a vengeful act for you to make it, right? It's called a flex. All right, I know a little bit of, it's a flex. But if that's the only reason you're doing it, you're not going to get anything out of the acting alone. You're not going to get anything out of the fame because you don't know who you are. You don't know what your purpose is in life. Is acting your calling? Is it your purpose? Do you love acting so much that you would do it for free? Does it feel like work to you? Do you get joy out of it? Are you having an impact? So a lot of times, because guess what? That day when you'll show them may never come. It may never come. So I think it's important, a lot of times you'll have people who want to use acting to try to get back at people through their work. A lot of people want to also use acting to tell their personal story. They want to be autobiographical. They use it as a therapeutic thing to do, right? And, yes, I believe in creative arts therapy. That's a wonderful thing to do. But I think if you are using it as a coping mechanism, the industry itself can swallow you whole, can chew you up, spit you out, swallow you whole. So if you're already an abused person who hasn't worked through their issues yet, the industry could be a dangerous place for you. I want to know, why did you become an actor? Acting is a craft. It is a beautiful thing. It is the land of pretend, make believe. Yes, you can deliver a message. You can have an impact. You can change people's lives. That's important. But why did you really become an actor? What do you really want? Put it in the comments. I'd like to know what you think. All right. Thank you for stopping by and looking at this video. Keep it positive. All right.